Hey guys, welcome back in. Gonna continue some more extreme permadeath. Yeah, I had to jump off a little bit early yesterday. I'd forgotten that I had ordered dinner, and next thing I knew, the delivery time was a little bit shorter than I thought it was gonna be. So, all right, jump in here. Need to go to a freighter crash site. Go continue the main quest line, or the what's the quest? First Traveler. Go take care of that. Yeah, and this stream is probably going to be a little short too. I plan on checking out the marathon server slam. That I can't download. I can't download that until about 3 hours from now. But I have to get in some lunch beforehand too. So I'm probably only going to go about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. That way I can jump in and check that out. It's not really my type of game, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Give Bungie about 4 hours worth of playtime on it probably, and see how I like it. Alright, so looking for a freighter. Let's just go to daylight so we can actually see. Alright, I am not seeing any freighter. Alright, still 1,000 units away, so shouldn't have any issues seeing this thing. Alright, yeah, no freighters in sight. Oh, it's right under me. Oh, they hit that one actually pretty good. Yeah, they're not doing preloads for marathons, so you can't actually download it until launch time. So hopefully the servers hold up and the game is actually fun. I did play the alpha, and there were some issues in that, so hopefully they got things ironed out. Yeah, it's not my type of game, so I have no intentions of like actually playing it, you know. I figured it's something else, something different to play for a little bit. Let's go just throw that stuff away. I'm gonna do these keys one at a time. For some reason, I think you only need 3 of them, so do them one at a time. That way, hopefully I have a couple extra containers that I can loot. If I get all the keys at once. Well, actually, I think I'll just get encryption keys out of all of them. I'm hoping I only need 3 of these, but I can't remember. I think I do this part of the quest different, like, every time, so... Oops. Let's get out of here before we take damage. For some reason, I think you only need 3 of them, but I'm not totally positive. Alright, we're gonna leave. Grab this one. Okay, so yeah, this will be the 3rd log. Now I should be able to dig up the other ones and get like a normal, loot out of them. I hope. So I'm trying to get together some frigate modules. That way I can start to unlock some of the freighter stuff. And these are normally a pretty good resource for them. This and missions. They used to be a lot harder to get, but they made them a little bit easier. It is a grind though. Luckily, a lot of them only take one salvage data or one frigate module. A lot of the building parts. All right, we got a bulkhead, so that's going to help out with our storage. Deflector shield. One more over here. Alright. I kind of wish they would put those Corvette parts somewhere else, though. They're not really freighter related. I kind of wish you got more freighter related drops out of these. But we'll take it for now. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff too. Actually, I should go dump off a lot of this stuff. Go to the next part of the quest though. And I think I'm gonna have to hit space station. Hoping this is a holo terminus. Yep. Yeah, a lot of times if you get close to your target building and you do a scan, a lot of times it'll send you to the right thing. I'll get this filled up. I also need to think about start making some more batteries. Alright, let's ROM out all this stuff. Sometimes you have to walk right around these things to get the trigger. Actually, yeah. For some reason, like, I shouldn't be able to walk right through this. So there is definitely something going on. Picking up stuff. Yeah, and like sometimes the trigger to pick it up is way up here somewhere too. Yeah, that's what I have to look out for. Those freaking storms just show up out of nowhere. Oops. I'll just go through all the dialogue with him. I think there's a way to speed it up, but I always just choose all the options. Alright. We'll find a Viking cartographer. I don't know if I scan stuff here very much. Take a quick peek in here. So I've got 3 things uploaded. Rare ground. Uncommon nighttime. Any creatures around here? Subject data that we can't pick up. Oh, we've got a creature over here. These little guys. Little blobs. And there's PR nocturnal creature, I would assume. Alright, so we do have a rare ground creature too. Oh, and I am getting those texture issues again. Well, I went in and rebuilt my database thinking it might help and clear my cache, but that's not helping anything. And I know it's not because my system's getting too hot, because I just barely turned my system on. Yeah, I need some of this stuff. Alright, so we do have a rare creature here. Let me just make sure that did say ground. Okay. Rare and always active. Let's try move into a different area for a moment. See if I can get this last creature. Actually, let's do see if we can get a crash ship here somewhere. It comes up. Alright, I've got an abandoned building. That's what I don't want. Freighter crash site. Alright, we got a distress beacon. Let's run over there. So I actually want to show you guys something with crash ships when you get a freighter. It's something that I don't plan on using, but there is an exploit you can do. As long as we get an actual crash ship here. Actually, I think I've already got one that's broken. Alright, let's grab this though. And I'm gonna need to craft some stuff, aren't I? I've got nothing in here for it. Alright, so I'm gonna need a seal. Alright, I already have jelly. Should have some metal plating in here. Yep, alright. Oh, B-class, what's the shield? Shield is bad, so I'm just gonna claim that, get it fixed real quick. Alright, jump in here. Yeah, I didn't realize I had so much stuff in my inventory, so I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. Let's grab this. Can go search the pilot. Alright, got a mod I can sell off. Oh, I think I have a bunch of missions I need to hand in too. I have to remember to do that at the space station. Alright, why am I not able to pick this up? Alright. See if I can see that last creature here. Build them over here too. Alright, it's just a... What is that, an observatory it looks like? Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to be very helpful. And that. We'll run over here, see what this is. I'd like to get that last creature because it's like another 1,000 nanites. There he is. Alright. Just get them uploaded. Might as well get these out of the way while I'm in here. And just upload that planet. I was gonna say, I know we didn't scan a bunch of stuff here, so... Scan a bunch of this stuff, I love these tall ones. Take get those. Little rocks. And how's my dihydrogen actually? Alright. Still more dihydrogen than I thought. Grab a little bit more. I need 10 more. Alright, so we got too much. Get rid of that. Oh, and how's our oxygen? Because grab some of that. I think I will run over to that crash freighter real quick. Just toss that in my ship. Toss that in there. Alright, so I do have a couple things that some mods I need to sell off and some salvage data to use. Alright, just stick that stuff in there for now. Yeah, go take a quick look at that crash freighter. See if I can get a frigate module out of it. It's pretty far away. Alright, at least the next quest step I need to go up to the anomaly, so I'll use up that salvage data when I get up there. I think this is the same freighter I was just at. So just jump into photo mode real quick. Nope. I don't think this is... Nope, it isn't. So, just move around real quick. See, if this was the one I already visited, I would want to stay away from it so I don't lose the marker for it. I might come back here at some point to get more ships. I don't really need the money for them anymore, so. But I do want friggin' modules. Oh, hydrochlor will help. Acid. Yeah, this one I always try to make sure I leave myself enough room to get out easily. Go over here a little bit more. Yeah, because if any of these pods do real damage to you, it's going to be that one. I always try to leave myself a good little exit path. Alright, so we got one more here. I'm glad all these locations are pretty much in the same spot. I used to have a hard time trying to find all of them. And if you do a couple hundred of them, you practically know exactly where everything is. Get that charged. Alright. I've got a few things I can sell, or I'll probably just sell them for now. I can't really craft anything with it yet. Alright, we should be good here. I'm going to hit the anomaly. Get not out of the way, and then, yeah, do the anomaly, and then show you guys something with your freighter. It's something. It's an exploit I'm not going to use on this save, but I figure if anybody else is doing permadeath or anything, this can help you out quite a bit. We'll deal with Nada. Alright, so that part's done. Have to find a cryptographer. There are a few things I want to unlock in here, and I can't remember what the heck it was. Alright, just make my way through these menus, because there were a few things. I think they were mainly building parts I was looking for, but there might be some decoration pieces I'm looking at too. Okay, we have the. Okay, that's going to be 1, 2. Okay, so it's going to cost 7 to unlock it that way. I think the weapons rack is in 2 different places. Okay, so it's going to be 5, 8. Okay, so it's cheaper to do it through decorations. Because I am getting some extra multi-tools now that I might use later on, but I don't want to be carrying them around. So I'm going to store them in my weapon rack. Grab that, grab that, grab that. Okay. Sometimes you're looking for stuff, but it's way down here, and you have to unlock a few things ahead of time. Nothing in there. Typically, I'm looking for stuff that throws light. Sometimes if you build bases, they can get pretty dark. Some of the stuff I unlocked through the NPC quests, but I haven't really been doing much of that, so. Alright, we already have our Nip Nip unlocked. Let's grab the rest of these plants. That way those will be ready when I finally decide to start that quest line. Alright, so we haven't done anything with stone yet. We'll end up doing some of that at some point. I have everything unlocked there. Alright, I got a couple different roof designs. This stuff I don't use. Those are done, okay. So there's actually not as much in here as I thought I was gonna need. I don't really do anything with keyboards. I'm just gonna get the glass room for now, though. Because those can be nice to use. These harvesters never seem to work right, so I just skip those. Got a couple posters, okay. So it looks like it's mainly like decorative stuff. Alright. And I don't plan on doing a lot of like real big base building, so I just grab the stuff I typically use. Alright, so let's go back to stone. We're gonna grab the wall, the floor. Move this. Like I use these arches a lot, so we'll grab those as well as the power door. Grab that. That costs 3. Let's grab these. Let's grab our triangle. Small one. Alright, so we still got 3 more to play with. Let's look at our roofs. Just grab a basic roof. That's a 3. Let's go with the ramp. Alright, that's done. You should be able. Oh, I already visited him. Now I did get a couple polyfiber acid. Here's a jelly. I might be able to unlock one of these recipes. Okay, alright, I already have liquid explosive unlocked, so I'm actually gonna make up one of those liquid explosives. Now let's start to get some of this stuff. I don't want to go too overboard because I do want to try to get better upgrade modules for my ship, and I'm going to need some for a multi-tool also. So we'll just stop there, take a look at this. Just going to be a C-class, so alright. And before I forget, there is a multi-tool in here I want to get rid of. This one, I think, C-class. Yeah, it's all busted up. There's nothing Nothing good in here. Let's just dismantle those though. Run over here and scrap this. That way it'll give me a couple things that I can sell. I should get a like a mining laser. Okay. Oh, got a couple different green mods. I can turn around and sell those. Alright, and I'm done here, so I'm just gonna go to the space station from here. That way I'm not wasting fuel. I do want to make sure I swap my multi-tool back, though. Alright, it's already there. Go to our current system. Alright, now I'm gonna make up liquid explosive. For that, just drop off these Corvette parts. I might end up throwing together a Corvette, mainly for storage. I don't really care for flying them, so alright, nothing in there. Let's just sell off a few things, make a little bit of room. I got all these like meat and stuff. All that. Let's sell off a bunch of this. It's not much for credits, but it saves me from having a ton of it. Or multiple stacks. Alright, let's get rid of that. That should free up a little bit of room. Now I do have a ship here with some modules already in it. So we toss that in there. Actually, let's just toss all of this stuff in there too. Sometimes it's nice having these extra ships just to kind of hold extra stuff. What is that? This is, okay, this has one with modules. Yeah, I'm keeping these green modules because I want to try to influence what my mods are. What's in here? That going. Alright, so I do have an extra module I can sell. Oh, put this in there too. Alright. At least we got a little bit of our room back. Back to my regular ship. Oh, I have to hand in those missions too. I'm gonna go and sell that. I'm gonna hold on to that weapon shard for now. This is done. Get rid of that. And actually let me move this over too so I don't forget to refine that. That's done. You're like trying to stay on top of some of these smaller stats of stuff you get. So I always try to condense it into something else. So we're gonna hand in all these. Alright, so really not much in there. The repair kits are gonna be good though. Alright, and we do have ship augmentations. Alright, good. We'll pick up this. I'm sure I'll run into, oh, I don't have standing. See, this is where this texture stuff kind of screws you up. I thought I'd be able to grab that. Alright. So now we got a bunch of stuff in here. So we can sell that off. The enriched carbon. I can't remember. Let's just toss one of those in there. Can't remember if that does anything. No, it doesn't. Okay. So we're just gonna sell the enriched carbon. Alright, and I want to bring in. No, it's not that ship. It's my Explorer. This has the upgrade modules. Okay. Move a couple things around. There we go. And do I have more Thesium in here? Get that refining. Alright, sell off a few more things. Alright. Oh, can I buy anything in here? Not really. Okay. So, put this out. I need a Viking cartographer, which I'll see if I can find one here. And nothing to donate. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to buy these. They're going to be 1.6 million a piece. I'm just going to buy all of those. And see if I can get a Viking cartographer this way. Nope. I was hoping maybe the mission thing would show a system with one. Alright, so we're gonna have to go into space somewhere. But before we do that, I want to show you guys an exploit you can do with your freighter. So we're just gonna bring our freighter in. Right there. Hopefully it shows up. There we go. Alright, so you guys know how I just picked up that crash ship? Actually, I think I have two of them in here. Yeah, this Explorer. Okay. Let's go find, whoops. Get out of that. And so that one's fine. If I go into this, all this stuff is broken. What I want to do is I want to go back to my main ship. And this has been in the game for quite a while, but I think people are just kind of catching on to it. So I'm going to switch to my primary ship. I anticipate this getting patched out at some point, but they just haven't done it yet. What side is it? This side, manage fleet, manage Starship Archive. Alright, and this is that broken ship I was just looking at, so we're going to put it in our archive. Say confirm. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to restore it. So I put it in storage and then just took it out. Now if I go down to that ship again, wherever they put it. Oh, I might have to call it in. Just called it in, it's over here. Now if I go in here, all that stuff's broken. I mean, it's fixed up here, a couple things, but all of these are fixed now. So that's one way that you can, fix a crash ship without, spending a ton. You still have to repair a bulk of your technology, though. I think it does fix your pulse and your thruster, but it will fix all the cargo. So you only have to fix what's up here. But it will increase the value. Like if you're just looking to, grab a ship and sell it real quick, if you do this, it'll make you some money. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a reload restore point. So when I go to sell these, it'll be at the normal, the normal scrap rate. That way I'm not getting a bunch of stuff for free or anything like that. But yeah, that's been in the game for quite a while. Just I noticed somebody made a video about it the other day. Alright, so just want to see what else. Okay, so there's that one. I'm pretty sure this fighter's broken too. Yep, this one's broken as well. And let me just make sure the game didn't do something weird. Let me just jump in that other one. Make sure that one's broken. Okay, yep. Actually, this was already repaired. So I'm not sure, it might not repair that. Actually, let me see if this one's repaired too. Because that's still a thing. You could get them automatically. Yeah, it looks like it still automatically repairs them in your freighter. But that other trick will fix all the broken stuff at the bottom. Alright. We're gonna just switch back to our main ship. We'll find ourselves a Viking cartographer. Make sure I have it selected here on the log. Yep. I think it'll mark our system for us. I'm not totally sure. I'll scrap my ship. Those 2 broken ships when I get to the next system. Alright, so we got our system here. Head there. Quick little scan here. Ooh, that's a moon. That might be a white planet. Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. Let's get in here, bro. It'd be nice if that is a white planet, because that'd be the second one I found so far, you know, on Permadeath within the past couple months. Alright. We'll deal with the cartographer in a bit. I want to just run around and check the mission guy and the multi-tool and all that stuff. Nothing there. B-class. B-class, so not a very good system for multi-tools. We're gonna buy a tech slot. I think last time I accidentally bought cargo slot. Boltcaster module. Still no boltcaster modules. What the heck? It's like the most common weapon module you can get. Nobody seems to have one. This guy and grab those. I'm not going to bother with the cryo pumps right now. But those other ones, what are they? The superconductors. Now if I come over here and sell those. Like I paid 1.6 million a piece for them. Alright, so they did, you know, there's a lower demand here. If I find, what type of system is this? Okay, so it's a comfortable system. Oh, figured I would get more than that out of that. Let's check with an NPC. Just to see if there is a difference. That was negative 8%. Yeah, it's still negative 8. Yeah, so I didn't really make much. No, actually I lost. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to them for now. That's weird. Maybe it's because it's the same tier system. If I go over to a 3-tier system, I might do better. I don't know. Alright, let's get these ships out of the way before I start filling up my inventory with stuff. Alright, the shield is bad, so just scrap that thing outright. I'll go with the bad shield. Okay. So I did get a couple storage augmentations out of that. So that's what I'm really chasing now, are storage augmentations. Let's just go back to this. Alright. So we're just going to use those two augmentations right now and get it out of the way. I'm going to go upgrade. See, now 58 million, so it's starting to go up. I'm going to just use augmentations though. I want to fill in these last two empty slots. There. Wish I'd stop opening the wrong inventory. Let's see what's in here. Alright, that must have been a repair kit. Alright, so I'll just sell off this stuff. And I think I'm just gonna sell off those superconductors too. That way they're not taking up room. Because if I don't sell them till tomorrow, I'll forget how much I paid for them. So I think I did lose a little bit of money on that. Couple $100,000. So if you're patient, you can make some pretty good money that way. Alright, and I'm gonna actually just sell off these blue mods, because I think I got a bunch of wiring looms here already. I did get an extra lift-off fuel, which is nice. Which one of these is holding mods? That one? I just noticed I had a frigate module thing. Oh, it was in my other ship. Actually, yeah, let me just swap that back real quick. I'm trying to keep all my stuff together, and I should be doing this with storage containers, but I haven't done. This ship. Just trying to keep track of what's in what ship. Alright, so we'll just drop that in here. Alright. Sell these off. Yeah, be careful when I sell stuff because I sell it instantly. I don't do the delay thing. So go talk to this guy. Start getting some of the lore. Alright. I'll go down. Pretty sure it's gonna be thing I need to dig up. Alright, what do we have for a planet? Alright. I wonder if that's that planet that I thought was white. It might end up being like a yellow or something though. Yep, looks like we've got yellow. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the atmosphere. That is kind of whitish. Let's look for our target. And be right behind me. Yeah, it is kind of a whitish color. A lot of times the atmosphere kind of can change the color, but this is blue, so yeah, it's kind of like a light orange. Kind of a strange color, you normally don't see this. What are you? Yeah, that's an underground creature right there. I wonder if he's going to be rare. Uncommon underground. Uncommon underground. Right, so the animals actually aren't too bad here. There is another underground. See if we can just get in a few of these guys. This creature is. Oh, it's these guys. Sometimes those guys can be aggressive too. They're actually kind of annoying because they're so big. Down here. Yeah, they did do a good job on some of these new, not biomes, but the, some of the new, flora and stuff. So we still have 3 more. Found in the south, rare ground. I might end up using this planet for something. I like the plants. So I'll probably come back for these. For some of these. I've got another creature. Alright. Get a Viking tablet out of this, if I remember right. Alright, there's our tablet. Grab some words. Oh yeah, when you get attacked by sentinels too. So you figure out where the other words are here. You just have to ignore them for a few seconds. I think it'll do that at all the different sites. Any other word? There's only 2 of them on at these. Oh, we got storms here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go around to all 3 races now and do like a little fetch mission for them. So I believe the next one's going to be Corvex. We'll have to... Actually, I think this one is going to be... They're going to send me underwater, if I remember right. So I'll go over here and get a bunch of lore from him. Right. Let's see if switch over to Corvettes now. Just see if I've got one already marked. Doesn't look like it. Should be marked on our map though. Oh, and actually I should grab hit the anomaly first so I can get a backpack slot. I tried to remember to do this before I leave system. Oh, I gotta talk to Nada anyway. Mission just updated. We'll deal with Nada, grab a backpack slot, and move on. Alright, getting that out of the way, and take a quick look in here. I need to start doing this a little more often. Alright, yeah, that I'm not gonna do. See, I need a walker brain, but pretty much I end up going through a whole sentinel battle, so I'm not doing that with this multi-tool. Let's keep an eye on it every now and then. There'll be a mission coming up for a walker brain. But I'll wait for something that's a lot easier to deal with. Yeah, I don't have like a Minotaur or anything to keep them distracted. Alright. Grab our backpack slot and head out. And I'm gonna go with technology still because it's lost money. Actually, while I'm here, let's upload that planet and these discoveries. Yeah, I'll probably come back to that planet and grab those last couple creatures because I might use that planet and get this stuff uploaded. And actually, I discovered this. Let's give this a quick rename. So this is going to be a yellow system, so we're going to go with Y32. See, with the way I name things, I put the color system and then the amount of planets, the amount of moons, and then give it actually a name. Or if I see something cool there, like there's a alien multi-tool or something like that, I'll put alien at the end of it. But typically I just go with a similar name to what's already there. Alright, then that. That's typically how I do it. Like, yeah, if there was like an alien multi-tool or like that squid ship, I would put, you know, squid at the end of this, or, you know, like alien or something like that. Just so people that come behind me, you know, if somebody else warps into the system, they kind of have an idea of something that might be special in the system. But a lot of times I only do that, like, if it's a system I'm gonna actually build in. This system I might build something in, so a lot of times I don't bother uploading the systems unless I'm actually gonna use them for something. But in Permadeath, you kind of want to get as many nanites as you can get, so let me see if I can actually pick up a couple frigates. Alright, so we got to support. Yeah, let's just buy it. I'd like to have at least a couple support frigates. Alright, industrial. Let's grab that. Alright, another support. This one's been damaged a lot. You know, and red markers are always kind of bad. Like that first one had one, but I don't want something that's already got two bad traits on it. Get this one out. Alright, so we're gonna trade. See, this one, same deal. Damaged all the time, so. Alright, let's go find our next system then. I've already been here. See, I don't know why that doesn't show. Oh, maybe because it flipped the, it may have flipped the mission on me when I looked at my teleporter. I'll just warp over there. You do have to be a little bit careful on Permadeath because your fuel cost is quite a bit higher, so I don't want to be burning through a bunch of warp cells that I don't need to. Oh yeah, it's the one with the black hole. What else was here? Oh, this is, I think this is the system that I use for storm crystals, actually. To our message. Right. That's to start off settlements. I don't want to go anywhere near that black hole. Yeah, I wish that they wouldn't give you these secondary missions until you're done the main mission, because all that does is confuse new players. You know, they think they're doing the main mission, then all of a sudden they want you to go down and start up a totally different quest that's going to take, you know, 20 hours to finish. So, we'll go back to patterns of time. Alright, and check our mission guide before we do anything. And nothing here. Actually, let's look at that again. Alright, we do have a walker brain. Alright, we're gonna do that mission. Do that after we do the stuff with the cartographer. Check with him first. We're not going to bother with any of that. I'm not going to donate repair kits. Yeah, I never donate repair kits unless I have a ton of them. So. And that's in any mode. Alright, we're gonna get his history now. I'm pretty sure they send me to a underground build or a underwater building. Just make sure my stuff is charged up. That looks good. And I actually do have the oxygen rerouter, which will help out. Even though it doesn't show that it's attached at all, but it should still work. And I have the stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and install that. And can I install the jetpack? Yeah, I need to get living pearls for that. I'll be fine without it though. Alright, so we're gonna have to switch our mission back again. Head over here. Actually, what is that planet? Cable. Oh, aggressive sentinels too. Just move this. We'll end up selling these off later. Actually, I can just leave this in my regular inventory. Looks like we're going to a frozen planet. I want to try to come down right on top of that marker. Luckily, I have my my water jets, so makes this part a lot easier. Alright, so it should be pretty close. And this is actually pretty shallow, so it shouldn't be too bad of a run. I do want to build my life support too. Get that built. Actually, let me just use up one of these. Oh, it still took two. Alright. Let's see it going down here. There it is. I just want to make sure I have my multi-tool ready. Run that again. There we go. Don't want to be too cocky here. There used to be two of them for some reason. I think they took one of them out. There used to always be two of them down here. It was a real pain. Yeah, I always used to hate this stuff. Had no issues at all with that. Except for that one time I did get caught. See, I'm used to having a much stronger multi-tool. Alright, way back to our ship. even get a couple scans in too. Want to make sure I keep track of my oxygen. Creature over there. There's a creature over here somewhere. Alright. Yeah, they really did a good job on these new underwater areas. Especially like the really deep water ones. Make our way back. I want to try to get this section of the quest done. Actually, when I go to do the Gek though, actually I'll probably ending off after this. I'll get to the Gek system, but I'm gonna have to do 2 missions for them, so that might take more time than I actually have. I gotta jump off here pretty quickly. Oh, I wanted to see what do it when I get to the space station. I never looked to see how many creatures were on that planet, but at least we got a few of them out of the way. It's further away than I thought it was. Yeah, I always go into that screen because sometimes with all the stars pulsing by you like that, it can crash the stream. So. Yeah, there's a mod to take a lot of them away on PC, but console can't. Just down here. Alright, there's still quite a few creatures there. Man, that's an ugly looking thing. Looks like something that would be on Earth, though. Yeah, like these things look really cool. Some of these underwater pieces. I'm hoping that sometime we'll get these as like building parts. You know, some of these cool plants. Let's put them in the Quicksilver store. Alright. This guy. And these guys have quite a bit of lore. The lore is more lengthy. Alright. Now go find a Gek system. What I am gonna do though is, while it's fresh in my mind, we're gonna go do this airless planet. That way we can get our walker brain. So we'll do that first. Then get over to our Gek system. They're gonna send me to a different system to get this picture. No, I want to go to current mission. No, I don't care about them. I want to go take this picture. Deal with Nada later. Go right here. Come on. Before I start getting shot at. For some reason they didn't want me to select that system. We're not even gonna bother with that. Why would I want that thing? So we're just gonna go straight to the space station. I have no idea what that crater was supposed to be, but it looked pretty ugly. Jump in here, that will get rid of that battle. Oh, and I think I forgot to grab a backpack slot in that last system. But, oh well. So, pick that up, pick this up. Alright, garbage. Grab this. Alright, finally a bolt caster. Actually, I don't think I need anything. Oh. Just realized I never looked at this. Alright, garbage. Alright, now I'll grab these. Switch to my ship for that. Pick that up. See if there's anything to donate. I've been doing the salvage data, but yeah, I don't have any right now. Alright, I'm not going to bother with anything else down here. Let's just make sure I still have this one selected. Should be an airless planet out here. Alright, Dreams of the Deep mission. Another thing that should be done after the main mission. And of course it reset my thing. Alright, that looks airless. Nope, flame ruptured. Alright, so let's see what this is. Yeah, I hate it when I'm trying to hurry up and do stuff and they do stuff like flip your missions on you or... Alright, so head over there. I'm just trying to get a walker brain so I can get the conflict scanner installed. Which I really don't have room for. We're gonna have to move a couple things around. Or I can just stick it up top, right next to the rockets. Been trying to remember how to actually take the picture the correct way on console. I always screw up. I end up with like 6 pictures of the same thing. See where it actually works right. Because you have to use like the PlayStation capture feature. So we get down here. Luckily, it should update when you get it done right. So, or at least I'll finally have a conflict scanner. That way I can stop going to tier 3 combat systems. Alright. So, under here. Then take screenshot. Alright, but at first try. That won't happen again. I can tell you that much. I screw it up every time. Because there's two different screens on PlayStation. There's two different screens you have to go through to actually get the screenshot feature thing that you're looking for. It's not just like hitting print screen or whatever they use on PC. We'll get back over there. Actually, I can start to install it right now. Yeah, we'll just get back there and I'll end up saving there too and pick up later on. I need to get some lunch together and get that marathon demo thing downloaded and ready to go. Yeah, I figured I'd give Bungie like probably like 4 hours of you know, me testing it out. Because like I said, I played the alpha and I didn't really care for it. But I guess they'd made quite a few improvements. I figured I'd give them like 4 hours today and check it out. And if I like it, you know, maybe I'll play a little bit tomorrow too. Who knows? But let's get this mission turned in. Alright, hand in. Okay. See, like, this stuff, these texture issues, I don't know what is actually causing that. I was thinking maybe it was my cache where I had to rebuild my database. None of that seemed to help. The PlayStation's clean. I actually just cleaned it probably 2 months ago. Typically I clean it a couple times a year. Why didn't I not get a walker brain out of that? I was supposed to get a walker brain. Alright, that's awesome. Now I have a spot that I can't do anything with. Oh, I can dismantle. Wait, can I dismantle that? Okay. I didn't think I was able to because it's not fully installed. Actually, let me go in and do that again. What am I at now for? I never knew you could actually just dismantle that like that. Okay, I'm at 2 for dismantle that. Do I get that back? Okay, so you do end up losing the wiring loom, which makes sense. I have no idea why I got a upgrade chart though. I was supposed to get a walker brain for that. I'm just gonna sell that chart. Alright, so I still need to get a walker brain. So I'm glad I just wasted 10 minutes doing that mission. I'll have to look back at the footage. Maybe I just selected the wrong thing. Alright. Well, I got to head on out, guys. I appreciate everybody taking the time to check this out. We'll just pick up. We'll do the get the guest thing done, and then after that we're going into like the final leg of the quest line. So, all right. Well, I will see you guys next time. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you next time.